Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. This is Mr. Blackhammer 2021. I'm here with my video as I promised. I'm doing a WWE Wrestlemania 38 prediction video. Also, I think I will do a NXT Night in Deliver review and go over the show and how I think about it. It's gonna be pretty short. Anyway, hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. And hope you guys enjoy the video. Gonna go about 30 minutes. Gonna go over all the matches on WrestleMania 38. Talk about who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. Talk about how the build had been. Talk about maybe the return and surprises. And um and so yeah, it should be pretty interesting. I can't wait for it. Um, it should be pretty interesting. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it, you know. Now the build to WrestleMania had been awful. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I think I should wait. First, now before I get into WrestleMania's match card, I might will talk about NXT Night in Delivered. The pay-per-view just went off the air. I think it went like 3 hours. It was a decent show. Now, I think I said this in my other video. I did watch the pre-show. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez beat Toxic Attraction to become the new NXT Women's titles. The match wasn't bad. It was decent. Don't know why I was on the card. I think that Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are ready for the main roster. Don't know when. The two great wrestlers. It doesn't make sense for them to be a team again. Hopefully Toxic Attraction is on the main roster. I think now Mandy Rose, I think she lost. Yeah, Mandy Rose lost the NXT Women's title. So hopefully she can be on the main roster. We did have Cameron Grimes win the NXT North American title in a 5-man ladder match. He wanted to honor his father who passed away a few years ago. So that was a good moment for him. Crowd gave him a big pop. That was a great opener to the show. It wasn't the best ladder match. It wasn't like the one with Adam Cole and Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream and all those other guys. But it was a good ladder match. Good moment for Grimes. And then we had... what we had? Well, Dolph Ziggler retained the NXT title. He retained the NXT title against Braun Breaker in the main event. It was a clean finish. Very shocking. A lot of us thought Braun Breaker was going to win, but Dolph Ziggler was going to retain. So he can stay on NXT for a while. Braun Breaker might be going to the main roster pretty soon. Don't know when, but I think he will be there. Also, Tommaso Ciampa had his final match in NXT. And it was a great match. So Tony Angelo beat him. They pretty good match. He got a big pop. I felt a little bit emotional. The best part about it was the ending when he hugged Triple H. Now Triple H came back. First time we've seen Triple H in a long time. First time he's been on TV since his cardiac arrest. Since the health that he had in the hospital. He hugged Tommaso Ciampa after the match was over. He hugged him. They changed some words. The crowd got a big pop. And a lot of people were emotional. I was emotional especially because we all love NXT. We all love the black and gold. And we all know Triple H did a great job with it. And Tommaso Ciampa and him hugged. Now Tommaso Ciampa is leaving NXT, going to the main roster. He's not going to AEW or Ring of Honor. He's going to the main roster. I think he'll be on Raw or SmackDown. I'm not sure. Don't know how he can be booked. I'm not confident with them rebooking NXT stars. Especially you came from the black and gold belt that run by Triple H. But you know, it was a good moment. So I don't know where does he go from here. Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now we can get into WrestleMania. WrestleMania 38 prediction video. The build to WrestleMania has been terrible, awful. I will go over all the matches we have. For night one, we have Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair for the Women's title. This might open the show. Actually, I'm not sure. I haven't been confirmed. I don't know what's gonna open the show, but I assume this will, or it might be in the middle of the card. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. We also have the New Day versus Sheamus and Riz Holland. We have the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We also have The Miz teaming up with Logan Paul versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Booga booga.
Jacob
I think that's on night 1.
Johnson.
I think so. We also have Charlotte Flair defending the SmackDown title against Ronda Rousey, or should I say Ronda Drowsy. That's for the SmackDown title on night 1. Hopefully that's not going to main event. I think it's been confirmed that's not going to main event, which is good. Then we got Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. And then I think for night 2 we have Edge and AJ Styles, a match I'm looking forward to. And then we got Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Pat McAfee wrestling his first match at WrestleMania. And then for the women's title we have Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Carmella and Selena Vega versus Shayna Baszler and Natalya. And a fatal 4-way for the women's tag team titles. Then we got Bobby Lashley versus Omos. You mean Kali 2.0. But yeah, we got Omos and Bobby Lashley. And then we got Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville in a winner-take-all match. I mean, I think they said anything goes. It might be no qualification, no counter, I don't know. And then finally, for the last match, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE and Universal Champion. Title for title championship unification, winner take all. That's gonna main event night 2. I will go over all the matches. I think I'll start with the weaker matches. Also, I almost forgot, we do have a Kevin Owens talk show host with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That is slated to end night 1. I don't know what's it gonna be. Based on the build and the hype, it might not be a match, it might be something special. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's something good. So, yeah. So I think I'll start with the weaker matches. Most of the matches have no business being on the card. Most of the matches are not a WrestleMania caliber match. Like the New Day versus Sheamus and Riz Holland. I really hope they put that on the pre-show. That shouldn't be on WrestleMania. That's a SmackDown match. That should be on a house show. I mean, I don't care about the New Day. Xavier Woods came back. This was supposed to be a 6-man tag, but Biggie got hurt, and Xavier Woods came back. And WWE is calling him Xavier Woods. He doesn't have he did not have the King of the Ring crown. So when he won the shit on the King of the Ring that he won, he's now being called Xavier Woods. So Xavier and Kofi versus Sheamus and Riz Holland. Pete Dunne is, you guys know Pete Dunne's on the main roster. He doesn't even have a match. I'm sure he's gonna be there, but he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania. And Pete Dunne called butts, so yeah, no one can take him seriously. So I think Sheamus and Riz Holland might win because they are building a stable between Sheamus, Riz Holland, and Butch. Have them go over. See where it goes. I don't care about the match. There's no story. There's no hype. It shouldn't be on WrestleMania. That's all I'm going to say about that. Same thing with The Miz and Logan Paul. The Miz and Logan Paul versus Booga Booga 619, Booga Booga Rey and Dominic Mysterio. This match had no business being on WrestleMania at all. This is a Monday Night Raw match, but the only reason why it's here because of Logan Paul. Don't know how good Logan Paul can wrestle, but I know he can get booed out of the building because he's not liked by anybody. Last year he was booed at WrestleMania. Last year he was booed at SummerSlam. Just for being in attendance. Now this time he has a match against one of the worst wrestlers in The Miz. This match will be terrible. This is your bathroom break. Nobody cares about this match. I have no interest in seeing Logan Paul again at WrestleMania, and The Miz is awful. I don't know where Dominic and Rey go. Hopefully that they do something on them NXT or something.
Jacob Johnson.
Yeah. So what else? I think The Miz and Logan Paul might win because Logan Paul is a celebrity. He's also a boxer, so I think that him and The Miz might win in some weird way. Don't know what can happen here. Don't really care about this match. I have no interest to it. Shouldn't be on WrestleMania. Now we got that over with. We got Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. I think this was also announced for night 1. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. This entire storyline, this build, this feud has been awful. It had no business being in WrestleMania. Nobody gives a shit about Happy Corbin. Drew McIntyre deserved better. You know, poor Drew McIntyre, man. The last 2 WrestleMania, this guy challenged for the WWE title. This guy beat Brock Lesnar in the main event. Last year, this guy challenged for the title against Bobby Lashley. And now he's wrestling Happy Corbin, one of the worst feuds ever. I hope Drew McIntyre wins and we move on. This feud had gone on far enough. It gone on for 4 months. And he's wrestled Mcafee 3 times. Now we're getting Happy Corbin. WWE made a big deal about Happy Corbin being undefeated. Cause we hadn't been pinned since the new gimmick back in August. So, yeah. But Jesus, man. Drew McIntyre gonna win. This match is gonna be terrible. Nobody cares about it. It had no business being on WrestleMania at all. I really hope that we move on from this and get Drew McIntyre somewhere else. But Drew McIntyre's not going to be in the main event scene. He's not going to be challenging Roman Reigns anytime soon, even though I think he will. But he's not the guy. Yeah. So, Drew McIntyre going to win, and who cares? And then we have... Oh, what else do we have? I almost forgot. On night 1, we have the Usos defending against Rick Boogs and Nakamura for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Obviously, the Usos are going to win. Nakamura and Rick Boogs are not a real tag team. Their tag team division is garbage. And Rick Boogs shouldn't be in the ring. He should be a manager for Shinsuke. Now, this match is going to be whatever. This is also another bathroom break. This match was thrown on very last second because there's no other tag teams. It doesn't make sense to have the Usos lose here. So the Usos will retain. They said that they hold the record for the longest SmackDown. They hold the record for the longest winning SmackDown champion. And they have to win because of Roman Reigns. Because if Roman Reigns is really beating Brock Lesnar, then the Usos have to retain. And the Usos should only lose if there's a legit tag team. If there's a legit tag team. So, yeah. So I think, yeah, the Usos are going to retain. And then we have Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. I think we all know that Bianca's going to win. But based on what I saw on SmackDown, I think Becky Lynch might walk out with victory. If you guys went on Twitter and social media, Becky Lynch has a new hair. You know, Bianca cut her hair on Raw this week. And I'm actually afraid that what if Becky Lynch cut Bianca's hair and beat Bianca and then buries her clean? I hope not. I mean, Bianca Belair should win. She had to get her revenge for what happened at SummerSlam. But Bianca Belair, first of all, this feud had been awful. The storyline sucked. Becky Lynch is cringier as ever. Bianca had not looked better since what they did at SummerSlam. It was awful. Losing her title in 26 seconds. Becky Lynch forcing the god-awful heel turn. That did not mean anything.
Jacob
I mean,
Johnson.
damn. I really hope that we just move on from this crap. There's no need for this. Just move on, and that's it. Seriously. We don't need this at all. Bianca gonna retain, and that's it. It's gonna be okay match. They had a pretty good match at Extreme Rules, and that was about it. So yeah, Bianca gonna retain. That's it. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna open the show to get the crowd going, get the show started up. But I think Bianca's gonna win. Don't know where Bianca goes or who's he gonna feud with. But if they have plans for Becky Lynch, she might retain. She might bury Bianca Belair. And she might cut Bianca's ponytail and legit bury her character. And that can be it for Bianca. I don't know. But I think Bianca gonna win. I think we're all expecting her to win. Match seemed pretty predictable. Yeah. So, alright, and up next we have Charlotte Flair versus Wanda Drowsy for the SmackDown Women's title. This feud had been garbage. The storyline thought the build is a waste of time. Wanda Rousey is freaking boring. Charlotte is fucking nauseating. I think now this match might be pretty good, but nobody cares about it. And thank God it's not main eventing. It shouldn't main event.
That's the way to work on D.
It should not main event. I think we all know it's not gonna main event. It may be like the second to last match. It may be late in the show. Maybe it might open the show.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
So, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think we're all expecting Wanda to win. Now the match could have been a submission match, but I think we all know Wanda's gonna win. Wanda hasn't been pinned in 3 years, so I think Wanda Rousey will win. Win the SmackDown title. Don't know where she does with it. I mean, I think we all know the match sucks. I don't care about seeing Charlotte and Wanda. I already said that for weeks. Nobody cares about this feud. And thank God it's not gonna be an event. Alright, so after that we have the Kevin Owens, the KO show. The talk show host, the KO show for Kevin Owens and Stone Cold. Now it's been confirmed that this will main event. Kevin Owens even said he's gonna main event with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know what we're gonna get here. I think we might get epic promo between Steve Austin and Kevin Owens because they both been good. The builds have been decent, but it's been built to like a match. I mean, Stone Cold hadn't been the match in 19 years since his match with The Rock. But it's gonna be pretty decent. Don't know what's gonna happen here. If it's gonna be a match or it's gonna be a brawl, maybe promo back and forth, I don't know. But if this is main event of the show, something's gonna happen. I don't know. So yeah. I don't know. So yeah. Alright, so I think I said everything I had to say about night 1. Let's go into night 2 because night 2 has a very terrible card. Matches that some matches I care about seeing. I mean night 1. Night 1 had matches I don't have no interest seeing. I know a lot of people said night 2 has a terrible card, but looking at it on paper, pretty good. We got Edge and AJ Styles for the first time ever. The Dream match. Now this is also a big match. I mean, I'm not really feeling Edge's heel turn. Don't know what it's doing. But I did hear some rumors. That Edge wants a faction. He wants to stay stable. That's why he turned heel and he cutting all these promos. The match should be great. The match may be match of the night. It may be a 5-star classic. Cause these are two great wrestlers. And Edge has done some of the best work. AJ Styles has needed something ever since being in a tag team last year. He hasn't really done much of anything. But the match should be great. Don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who I think should win. But I don't know who I think should win. I don't know who I think should win this match. I think Ed might win it. If they had plans for Ed, I think he's the right guy to win it. Alright, so after that we have Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory at WrestleMania. Pat McAfee wrestling his first match at WrestleMania. Pat McAfee is a great wrestler. Pat McAfee doing great. One of the best commentaries on SmackDown. He got Michael Cole a lot better. Now the build happened pretty weak. It's been mostly about Vince McMahon and Austin Theory. The match should be decent. A part of me feels like this match might also steal the show. It might be pretty good. I'm curious to see how Pat McAfee wrestled. He hasn't wrestled in 2 years since he was on NXT. Since his match with Adam Cole.
I just got
Don't know
excited
who's to
about
win,
how
but
he
if you
played
want to put
tonight,
some
you
new
know?
star, put
No
Austin
worries.
Theory and get
You're gonna have a
Austin
bunch
Theory
of nights
over.
like that.
Have
I
him
just
beat
hope
someone
you
like Pat
have them
McAfee
in winning efforts
and
now
have
come on.
Austin Theory be
True.
a star, be a main event guy on either Raw or SmackDown. So yeah. Alright, after this we have the women tag team titles. I already went over this. Oh yeah, almost forgot. We have the Raw tag team titles, RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy versus the Street Profit. Now this match should be pretty good. I don't really care about it. There's no build, there's no story. I don't know why RK Bro won it on Raw. Don't know why. I don't expect a title change in this match. RK Bro, one of the best tag teams. They're over. And RK Bro is doing fine for themselves. So yeah. RK Bro gonna retain. Now there are plans to have Montez Ford be a single star, which means Anthony Donkey might get released because they see no value in him, but they see Montez Ford as a guy that might be a single star. I don't know. I mean, like the tag team division is freaking garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's awful. These are your only three teams. I'm not gonna count the Mysterios. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins was not a real tag team. But these are the only three teams. We have the Prophet, the Alpha Academy, and RK Bro. Now RK Bro lost in January, and then 2 months later they won it back. I don't know why they took it off of Otis and Gable when they were doing okay for themselves. But what do I know? I just don't care. Match is gonna be good, and that's it. And after that we have Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot. Well, I already talked about the women tag team titles. I think Sasha Banks and Naomi gonna win. Yes, Sasha Banks and Naomi is gonna win the women tag team titles. They will win, and I don't know who's gonna win. It might be Rhea and Liv Morgan. I don't see a title change in this match, cause the women's division is garbage. I don't know why we have women tag team titles. There's no division. I think Sasha and Naomi is gonna win, even though that I don't think they need it because they're single stars. I mean, Sasha Banks last year main event in Wrestlemania. Now she's in the worthless tag team fighting for worthless titles. All right, now I got the tag teams out of the way. I might as well go on that and talk about my last three matches. Bobby Lashley versus Omos. This match was thrown last second. I don't care about seeing this match, and what I saw on Raw, I have less interest in this match. I mean, Omos, Great Khali 2.0. This match might be terrible or whatever. I feel bad for Bobby Lashley. I think Omos will beat Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley will be fed to Omos and his puss.
It's Friday night.
Omos is terrible. Omos is terrible on the mic. He's terrible in the ring. He's terrible in the ring. Yes. Now, it is what it is. I have no interest in this match. I mean, they made a big deal about nobody had beaten Omos. Nobody had taken down Omos, and what we saw on Raw, Bobby Lashley took down Omos. So why would I just care about this match? Don't know how the match is gonna be, but I think this match will be terrible. I mean, Bobby Lashley lost the title. Bobby Lashley, I don't know if he 100%. He's still coming off his arm injury. So, I don't know. And then, I don't know who's gonna win. I think Omos is gonna win. Like, I knew this match was gonna happen. We all knew it. I knew it for months. I knew this for weeks. My fear was that it was gonna be for the WWE title, but Lashley lost the title. And thankfully, Omos did not win the Rumble. So this is a nothing match. I don't really care about it. I think Omos is gonna win. Even though he shouldn't, I think Bobby Lashley should win. And keep him strong. But anyway, we have Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville in an anything goes match. Sami Zayn will definitely take the L here to Johnny Knoxville. Like I said, Knoxville is a celebrity. and this is a celebrity match. So every time when we see an actor or a famous celebrity, they always win at WrestleMania. Like Bad Bunny, he won. I think Logan Paul's gonna win. Pat McAfee maybe. I don't agree with it. Johnny Knoxville gonna beat Sami Zayn. This has been going on for 3 months since the Royal Rumble, and since Knoxville cost Sami Zayn the IC title. And these two guys have been fighting over what? I don't know. It's just to get them on the card. I mean, the build to some of these matches have been really lazy. Really, really lazy. Yeah, the build have been very, very lazy. But Knoxville gonna beat Sami Zayn. And finally, for the main event of night 2, we have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in a winner-take-all, title-for-title championship unification. I think we all know that Roman Reigns is gonna retain, based on the promos and based on what's been going on every week. I mean, the feuds have been going on since SummerSlam. Now, I know some people don't like it. I know most people want it. I did. I advocated for it, title for title. Hopefully they end the brand split. But my fear is, based on what Roman Reigns said last week about he's going to be the brand new undisputed WWE Universal Champion, that means there's only going to be one. That means it's going to be the Universal title. They might get rid of the WWE title, which is my fear, because that WWE title is the most prestigious title in all the company. And they might get rid of it. I'm not sure. I think we all know that Reigns had to win since he's never beaten Brock at WrestleMania, based on his promo on the Go Home show on Raw. I think Reigns is going to beat Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is a part-timer. Brock Lesnar is a transitional champion. He only wanted to put over Roman Reigns and make him into a god. There's the reason why he's been saying he's in god mode. And Roman Reigns is going to probably float through both shows. So, yeah. I think the feud has run its course. It's been going on way too long. That I don't know if this is going to be a clean finish or if this is going to be a screwy finish that continued the feud even more. Now, I heard from Wrestle Talk that Brock is advertised for Backlash and Money in the Bank. I mean, Brock's not going to be around until SummerSlam. So, yeah. The match should be pretty good. I mean, like, these two haven't really, like, touched each other. They doing a good job at protecting Lesnar and Reigns? They haven't really brawled that much. Like, they haven't really touched each other. It's just been promo back and forth. So, yeah. Now, someone told me you think Paul Heyman can get involved. Maybe he might screw Brock. He's not gonna screw Reigns. It wouldn't make any sense. But he might screw Brock. And they may continue the feud. I don't know. But we all know that Reigns is going to win. Now, Roman Reigns... Now, this will be Roman Reigns' 6th main event on WrestleMania. Now, they said Roman Reigns had held the title for like 560 days, I think. 60 or 50 days. He's the 5th longest reigning champion. I think the first was Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. So I think we all know Reigns is going to win and easily beat Brock Lesnar. And hopefully The Rock comes out and then be foreshadowed and build that match for next year. Because next year, WrestleMania 39 is in Los Angeles. And then you got The Rock and Roman Reigns, the dream match for the first time ever in Los Angeles next year. And if Roman Reigns is still the title, that will happen. So yeah. I think we all know that Reigns will definitely beat Brock Lesnar. Match is pretty predictable. Gonna be a good match. So, yeah. Reigns will definitely beat Brock Lesnar. Reigns is definitely going to beat Brock Lesnar. So, yeah. Hopefully, it's a good show. Some matches might be good. Some matches might be boring. Some matches might be a waste of time. Others might be pretty bad. I mean, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns is the only match that's being built like a WrestleMania could have been going on since SummerSlam. I would say Bianca and Becky. I know some people from some Fightful disagree with me, but the feud sucked. The build is awful. Bianca has not looked better since SummerSlam. But I think the match will be pretty good. It might be. It might save night one. I'm not sure. But like like Bianca and Becky, Brock and Roman, these two big matches had long-term booking because it started all the way from SummerSlam last year, not in August. Everything else is an afterthought. Everything else is a waste of time and booked like garbage. So yeah. So yeah. I can't wait. I think WrestleMania will be a decent show. Some of it might be terrible, some of it might be bad. Oh, and one more thing. The reason why I saved this for last because Seth Rollins versus a mystery partner. We're not sure if it's gonna be Cody Rhodes or if it's gonna be Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon had been rehired. He back. He teased to be at WrestleMania, and there were plans to have Seth Rollins and Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, but plans got changed based on what happened to the Chamber and with Shane being fired. But now Shane is back in the company. But we all know that Cody Rhodes signed with WWE, and then I heard from WrestleVote that Cody Rhodes may back out at WrestleMania. Now if that's true, I think we might get Shane McMahon. Maybe they'll tease it. I don't know. Seth Rollins had always had great matches at WrestleMania. He's always in big matches. Like last year, he had a match with Cesaro and then Kevin Owens. This year, I think him versus Cody Rhodes would be great and will definitely be a WrestleMania caliber match because that's something interesting. I mean, the build is all about Seth Rollins wanting to be on the card and having a big opponent. And why not have it be Cody Rhodes if Cody Rhodes is coming back? Now, he could come back on the Raw after Mania. I don't know. I don't know. But still. But if Cody Rhodes is coming back, Cody Rhodes should definitely win because it's his first match being back in the company. So yeah. I feel like Cody Rhodes has to win this if he is coming back. If it's Shane McMahon, then that's a waste of time. Nobody's gonna care. Shane should not be in the ring at his age, and Seth Rollins should beat Shane McMahon. I mean, yeah. So, we are hoping that it is Cody Rhodes, and that's why I saved it for last. 'Cause I want to talk about this. I don't know how Cody Rhodes is gonna be booked. If it's gonna be booked like when he was in AEW, or is it gonna be booked like when he was in WWE? 'Cause last time we saw Cody Rhodes was also in Dallas at WrestleMania 32 when he was in that ladder match for the IC title, and he was the Stardust gimmick. And then I think a few weeks later he quit WWE. I think that was his last match at WrestleMania in Dallas at WrestleMania 32. And what do you know? We're at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas, in the same city where he had his last match. And now here we are. He's back. So hopefully he shows up. I don't know. I don't know if Cody Rhodes is going to show up. Stone Cold Steve Austin definitely has to show up for Kevin Owens. And Bianca is going to win. Wanda Rousey is going to win. Roman Reigns is going to win. Everything else, I'm not sure. So I think that's all I got to say about that. If you guys, and hope you guys hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Now WrestleMania comes on I think in 2 hours. Cause I think they said the pre-show comes on at 6 o'clock. So I think the pre-show is on right now. So I'm gonna stop this video right here. I'll be back with more. Hope you guys enjoy my prediction video. And I will read your comments.